Thank you so much for everybody for joining us tonight. If you were able to join us for the previous session, welcome back. If this is your first SHLA session, we're happy to have you. My name's Annalise, and I will be running this program for this year. You've probably been receiving a lot of emails from me. And tonight is going to be a really great session. It's always awesome to get to connect with our collegiate members. We were able to have a session like this last year, so I think you guys are really going to like this. Basically, how tonight's session is going to work, we will be splitting up into breakout rooms, and you'll be getting a presentation from the different collegiate volunteers that are leading your breakout group. And then at the end, we'll come back together and we'll kind of just share some highlights of things that were talked about, things that you found interesting, maybe your favorite parts of what your group talked about. And then that'll be it. We'll be dismissed. So it's pretty calm, pretty chill session tonight. I will say before I send you off into your breakout rooms, just going to give a little shout out real fast to the different sponsors that we have this year. Our sponsors for SHLA are Honda, ExxonMobil, Honeywell, Avnet, Catherine McQuaid Foundation, and Danaher. So big ol' thanks to them. Cool. If you guys can, appreciate you waiting for me to pick out get everybody assigned as a co-host. Now, if you bear with me for a minute or two more, I'm going to split you guys all up into breakout groups. So well, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully the presentations went well and you kind of got to learn some things and also get to connect with each other and then also connect with collegiate SWE members. We just have a couple minutes here. Does anybody want to share like maybe something that they found interesting, either about like being a SWE member while in college or just a specific interesting thing that you heard from one of the volunteers in your group? Just any like takeaways that you had from your breakout room. You can either like raise your hand and then you can like just say it, or you can type them into the chat box. So just any thoughts that anybody has after those breakout rooms. I think it's cool that you can get tips on resumes and application from professionals. Yeah, there's a lot of really great, especially since, you know, this program being for high school students or high school age students specifically, you'll just find that like SWE has a lot of really great resources, especially when you start to get into the collegiate level. There are like other college focused webinars that you can join. We have a really great, oh my gosh, like career center on our website, and like there's a mentor network. So there's a lot of really great ways to stay connected and then also just make connections, because that can be tough when you're entering college. A lot of big changes, and it can be nice to find connection. Anybody else? Yeah, people, it's also nice. One thing that's nice about this session is when it's collegiate volunteers, there's a chance that you could, in a way, you could meet somebody from the session and end up at the same college as them, and that's always exciting. Lauren, you said you didn't realize how big SWE actually is. Knew it was a big organization. Oh my gosh, no, it's okay. Sorry. As this went through, what I was reading just went away. I'm going to find it. I think I can find it. Okay, sorry, I found it again. They just didn't realize how big of an organization SWE was, and just all of the role it can play in college and then afterwards when you get a job. Yeah, there's a lot of things offered. Amazing community. Yes, Caitlin mentioned the affinity groups. Those are really nice. There's so many things with like SWE as a whole, as an organization, that like you can really find, like, it's a very supportive organization, but you can really find like groups that you feel like you fit into, and if you want to be connected and really involved, like, you definitely can. Andrea had said that you don't always have to know what major you want to be in when going into college. I think that's like really great to keep in mind. I think that when you enter school, sometimes there can be a lot of pressure to like know right away what you want to do, but so many of the experiences that you'll have in college will shape the degree that you end up choosing to have, and you'll take classes that you either didn't think you'd be interested in or you didn't even really plan on taking, and then that might spark something in you and you might realize that you're really interested or really passionate about something that you just weren't even aware of. Arushi had said it was nice seeing how Sui has such an impact. Well, we're at 7:30. But thank you so much, everybody, for putting in your comments. I'm really glad that it seems like this had some really positive takeaways for everybody. And then all of these things, like if after this session, if you have any questions about anything that was mentioned in the breakout rooms, like any of the things that SWE offers, either to collegiates or professionals, or I know the C2C membership was offered. If you ever have any questions about those things, feel free to email me at outreach@swe.org. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have and also to just point you in the direction of any resources that you might be looking for. But this pretty much wraps it up for tonight's session. It's pretty straightforward. I think a really good like networking opportunity and just a great way to connect with each other. I'll give a shout out again to our sponsors. We have Honda, ExxonMobil, Honeywell, Avnet, Catherine McQuaid Foundation, and Danaher. And also before we go, a big ol' thank you to all of our collegiate volunteers. Like really, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to join us. And thank you also to all of the SHLA participants who came tonight. This session was recorded, so mostly the beginning and the end, because we don't record when you're in the breakout rooms. But if you haven't, like I said, any questions about anything, if you needed to see the slides again, we can get you the information on those. But thank you so much, everybody. You are free to go. Have a great rest of your Monday.